Hi there and welcome to This Day in History for August 8th. August 8th is the 220th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 221st in leap years, with 145 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is tergiversation. Sometimes pronounced tergiversation. Tergiversation is a noun that refers to the act of evading straightforward action or clear statement, often by being deliberately ambiguous or insincere. Shifting, shuffling, equivocation, as in the politician's constant tergiversation made it difficult for the public to understand his true stance on the issue, or Madam Chairman's tergiversation during the meeting frustrated her colleagues who were looking for a clear decision. It can also mean changing one's loyalties or opinions, especially in a way that may be seen as being evasive or deceitful, as in, when the mayor changed parties, those in his new party saw it as him coming to his senses, whereas those in his former party saw it as tergiversation. Interesting word, especially for these times. I'd say, fish or cut bait, paint or get off the ladder. Do the research you need to do, pick a side, and don't try to be all things to all people, lest it be seen as tergiversation. The word tergiversation comes to us from a Latin word evolved from a Proto-Indo-European root word meaning to turn, bend, spin, shift, or evade. First known use of the word tergiversation is in the mid-1500s. Tergiversation. Today's word, tergiversation, was suggested by one of my YouTube viewers. Thanks, Teresa. And if you have a word you'd like to see in this Word of the Day segment, drop it in the comments and we'll get it on the list. And with that, this is the birthday of American physician and surgeon Dr. Bob Smith, born August 8, 1879. I can tell you with great assurance that there are millions of people who would not be alive today but for the work of Dr. Bob, not as a physician or a surgeon, but as co-founder of Alcoholics Anonymous. Dr. Bob lived to the age of 71. This is the birthday of nuclear physicist Ernest Lawrence, born August 8, 1901. He invented a machine he called a proton merry-go-round, but we know of it as a cyclotron. A cyclotron is a particle accelerator, and it seems that a simple explanation of a particle accelerator is a device that speeds up charged particles and channels them into a beam. This beam can then be used for research to gather information about atoms, molecules, and the laws of physics. The cyclotron was quite the innovation when it was invented. It's no longer the fastest ride on the road now, but cyclotrons are still in use to produce particle beams for nuclear medicine and particle therapy, mostly used for cancer treatments. Ernest Lawrence won a Nobel Prize in 1940 for his invention. He passed in 1958 at the age of 57. On August 8, 1950, a man named Harmon Dobson opened the very first Whataburger in Corpus Christi, Texas. Burgers were 25 cents that day, and Mr. Dobson grossed $50 in sales. That's a lot of hamburgers. And the birth of a legend. It always tickles me to remember that time that Mr. Bowers got a hankering for some Whataburger. It was maybe 9 or 10 o'clock in the evening when he went to the one not far from our house, placed his order. When he got to the window, he said, "How late are y'all open?" They said, "We're not open late. We're open all night." We got a big kick out of that. I know that my daughter that lives up in New York, whenever she comes down for a visit, we always make a Whataburger run. Thanks, Mr. Dobson. Now we have a playlist of episodes for this day in history, as well as a playlist of single subjects called How About That? And words of the day in a playlist called There's a Word for That. I'll leave links to those playlists for you. Today's song is Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini by Brian Hyland. Number 1 on August 8, 1960. This is a novelty song written by Paul Vance and Lee Pockris. It tells the tale of a shy girl who goes to the beach wearing a skimpy bikini. In one of our episodes in early July, we talked about when the bikini was first released as a design in 1946, and it was considered so skimpy that the designer could not get a regular model to wear it. He had to hire an exotic dancer to model it for him. And from 1946 to the mid-60s, young ladies apparently were still adjusting to just how little the bikini covered. Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini was recorded in 1960 by 16-year-old Brian Hyland, and it proved to be a very popular song, selling almost 1 million copies in the first 2 months. It sold over 2 million copies overall. Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini by Brian Hyland, number 1 on August 8, 1960. Link in the description. Sometimes pronounced tergiversation, tergiversate. What a mess. Or Madam. Let's just leave the music off. Today's word is hold on a second.
Tergiversation.
Tergiversation. All right. Today's word is tergiversation. We're going to have outtakes today. First known use of the word First known use of the word tergiversation. First known use of the word tergiversation. He invented a machine he called a proton merry-go-round. We know of it as a Cyclotron. Really? All right. The heck? Okay. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with the link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page called No Really. And you can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Alrighty, back to work. I think we got it this time.